Hey guys, come on downstairs. It's Edmonton Oilers franchise here on Mama's Basement. Episode number 55. We've got a bunch of games for you here, starting with the St. Louis Blues, the Toronto Maple Leafs, the Montreal Canadiens, the Columbus Blue Jackets, and then back home against the Sharks and the Panthers. So we got 6 games, starting with game number 59 of the season on the road in Scottrade Center against the St. Louis Blues. So we start this one in the third period with the Oilers up 3-1, 13:30 to go. On the left side, Sekera sends one towards the net. It is deflected and saved by Jake Allen. 5 minutes to go now, still 3-1. Here come the Blues. Right in the slot, shot saved by Talbot. Sekera has it behind the net, and Sekera is going to kick it out to the right corner. And here come the Oilers on to Eberle, and Eberle gets crushed in the neutral zone, but is picked up by Connor McDavid. McDavid knocked off the puck. He gets it back, though, skating circles into the front of the net, and his backhander goes high. But the Oilers do end up winning this game 3-1. Cam Talbot, 38 saves on the day. Alexander Steen with a goal for the Blues. Patrick Maroon with a goal for the Edmonton Oilers. We go 6:50 time of attack to 7:14 for them. Somehow we still won this game, though, 3-1. All right, the Toronto Maple Leafs on the road from Air Canada Centre. They are 32-21-6, one of the leaders in the Eastern Conference. Edmonton leading this one 3-2 at the start of the third period. And here come the Oilers, Clefbaum. And it looks like we got a penalty coming up here on the Maple Leafs. And I believe it's going to be on Austin Matthews. And it is Austin Matthews for hooking. So on the power play with 1:20 remaining. On the left wing, it's held by the Oilers. He skates it to the front of the net to Draisaitl into the right corner. Oilers still holding. Back to the middle to Nugent Hopkins. Shot saved by Freddie Anderson, and he will cover it up with 1 minute to go on the power play. So the Maple Leafs kill the power play. Here's Austin Matthews right in front of the net. Shot saved by Cam Talbot, and we've got a penalty, and it's a penalty shot coming up for Austin Matthews. So I did not quite see the penalty, but the ref did, and he awards Austin Matthews a penalty shot here with 16:23 to go in the third. Here comes Matthews in on Talbot, front hand, backhand, and it is blocked away by Cam Talbot. 13 minutes to go now. Cross crease pass. Back out to the point, and then in front of the net, Komarov is able to somehow guide it through. It just barely gets past Cam Talbot, and I think Cam Talbot might have helped it in as he flailed to try to cover it up. Yep, yes he did. Cam Talbot flails to cover it up, knocks it into his own net. We are all tied up at 3. Here come the Oilers with 8:40 to go in the third. Back around the net to Tulowitzki, back in front. And the shot saved by Freddie Anderson. Tulowitzki came from behind the net. And a very good save by Freddie Anderson. We end up going to overtime in this one. Tied up at 3 at the end of regulation. Overtime doesn't solve it, so we have a shootout. And on the shootout, Pouliot is able to score past Freddie Anderson to give the Oilers a 4-3 win if they can get the stop on one more Toronto penalty shot. And it's going to come down to Jake Gardiner. Jake Gardiner can extend the shootout with a goal right here. Gardiner on Talbot. He skates in and tries to go 5-hole. Talbot knocks it away, and the Oilers get the win. So another win for the Oilers. They win this one 4-3. Komarov had a goal for the Leafs. Eberle had a goal for us. We go 0-2 on the power play. The Leafs go 0-4. We won 32 faceoffs to their 19, and they outshot us 32-30. Next up, we have the Montreal Canadiens in game number 61. So we're heading towards the end of the season. The Canadiens making a late push for the playoffs. Here in the Eastern Conference, we start this one in the third period. Montreal leading 3-2 with 16:10 to go. And here is Patrick Maroon. Maroon, cross-crease pass to Toulouse. His sharp angle shot is blocked away. And here come the Canadiens. Stopped in the neutral zone on the forecheck. Here is Maroon right in front of the net. Backhand scores. Fourteenth goal of the season for Patrick Maroon as he gets the loose puck and goes backhand for the score, and that evens up the game at 3 apiece with 11 minutes to go. Oilers, I think, on a 5-game winning streak here. And the Canadiens score on the one-timer from the high slot with 10:50 to go in the game. Brendan Gallagher gives the Canadiens a 4-3 lead. Nice pass, nice quick wrister. And with 1:30 to go in the game, Montreal still leading 4-3. The Oilers get some chances. It's loose in front of the net, still loose. Patrick Maroon, a one-timer is waved on and missed, and the Oilers give up the puck. A lot of opportunities there. 20 seconds left to go. Montreal with an empty net. 16 seconds now. Edmonton with an empty net. Here is Connor McDavid. Connor McDavid skates it into the circle, back out to the point to Klefbom. Klefbom's going to let a shot go, and it's saved with 4.8 seconds to go. The Oilers will get one more chance here if they can win this draw. They do. Back to the point. Larson sends one on net, and it just goes wide. And that will end the game. The Montreal Canadiens end our 5-game winning streak with a 4-3 victory. Brendan Gallagher with 2 goals. Shaw had 2 goals. Patrick Maroon had a goal for us. We were outshot 30-24 on the game. They were 1 of 1 on the power play, and we won 21 faceoffs to their 20. They had a minute 06 more time on attack than us and kind of dominated that game. The Canadiens stop our 5-game winning streak. Yes, it was at 5 games. The Flames, Penguins, Ducks, Blues, and Maple Leafs. So next up, game number 62 against the Columbus Blue Jackets on the road in Columbus, Ohio. We're going to start this one in the second period. 2-0 Edmonton with the lead. 9 minutes to go in the second. And the Oilers on the forecheck here get back on the puck. And here's a beautiful cross-crease pass from Pouliot to Nugent-Hopkins. And Nugent-Hopkins scores his 13th goal of the year. You see the pass down to Pouliot, into the slot, cross the crease to Nugent-Hopkins, who's there for the one-timer. Beautiful tape-to-tape play for the Oilers. And at the second intermission, it's 3-0 Edmonton. So we go to the third with it, that score, 3-0. 13:02 to go in the game. Blue Jackets have it. Shot is wide, rebounded by the Oilers, and they will head the other way. Oilers out in front. Beck can't quite reach the pass. He will drag it down. And they pass across the ice to Brian Boyle. And Boyle scores for the Oilers, his 3rd of the season, and it is 4-0. Edmonton running away with this game here in Columbus. The Blue Jackets not having a good season in Columbus. 4 minutes to go now. To the middle to Foligno, and Foligno scores. And it's 4-1. With 1:20 to go, it's still 4-1. Oilers with the lead. Here is Draisaitl. Draisaitl back to the slot, and it's Zach Kassian who was able to bury it. It's 5-1 Edmonton. Kassian's 4th goal of the season, as you see him sneak right to the front of the net. And Draisaitl finds him from behind the net for the one-timer. 5-1, Oilers with the win. 36 shots to 26 in our favor. Time of attack, 8-12 for us, 6:43 for them. Neither team had a great passing percentage. We were 0 for 4 on power plays. They were 0 for 1. And we won in the face-off circle 32-12. So that is where we dominated the hockey game in a 5-1 win. Now, game number 63 against the San Jose Sharks. Back home in Edmonton. We start this one in the third period with the Sharks leading 3-2. 19:40 to go in the game. And here comes Connor McDavid. Connor McDavid on the right wing into the corner. Connor McDavid skates it around, behind the net, wrap around, and it goes through the 5-hole. Connor McDavid with the goal, and it is his second goal of the game to tie it up at 3. 17:50 to go now, all tied up at 3. Here come the Sharks. Carried into the zone, back out to the point. Shot gets past Cam Talbot. And it's Nikolai Goldobin with the goal to put the Sharks back in front 4-3. Same score, 4:50 to go. It's in the neutral zone. Sharks control it. They carry it into the zone, back to the point to Hurdle. In front of the net to, I think it was Colborne, and the shot is saved by Cam Talbot. 2:07 to go now. Face off in the Sharks zone. Back to the point to Reinhart. Back to Fane. Fane shot. The rebound is saved, and the Sharks are able to stop that chance. They go on to win 4-3 in game number 63. Goldobin with 2 goals for the Sharks. Joe Thornton had 2 assists. Connor McDavid with 2 goals for us. As we get outshot 31-29. In the face-off circle, they won 20-19. Pretty close game all the way around. Game number 64 now, at home against the Florida Panthers. First period action in this one, with the Oilers leading 1-0. Sekera onto the left wing. Shot deflected out to the right side. Back to Draisaitl. Draisaitl crossed, and it is knocked away, but defenseman comes down and pinches and keeps the puck deep in the Panthers zone, and eventually the Oilers get the shot to go through. Leon Draisaitl with the goal with 13:58 to go in the first is 2-0 Oilers here in Edmonton. Leon Draisaitl's 10th goal of the season comes at the 6:02 mark. And now we're going to fast forward to the third period with the score still 2-0 Edmonton. 19 minutes to go in the game. Oilers have it on the left wing. And the cross-crease pass to Lucic. And the Oilers are starting to pour it on. It's a power play goal for Milan Lucic. It's 3-0 Edmonton. 13:50 to go in the third. And the Oilers are on the puck again, around the boards. To Boyle. Here is Beck across to Kassian. Kassian shot, score! Zach Kassian. His 5th goal of the season. And the Panthers have seen enough of Luongo. They're going to put in Reimer. But with 9 seconds to go, Oilers leading 6-0. And they're trying to get Brossoit his first shutout, I believe, in his career, and they do so. A 6-0 win. Brossoit gets the shutout. I believe it's the first of his career. And the Oilers win at 6-0. Brossoit with 35 saves on the day. Kassian had 2 goals. Milan Lucic also had 2 goals, carried the Oilers to the win. 38 shots to 35 in our favor. We were 1 of 3 on the power play. We did not give up any penalties. And a quick look at the Western Conference standings as we close out this episode. In the Pacific Division, the Sharks, Ducks, and Flames would be in the playoffs. We are tied with Los Angeles at 69 points. Outside looking in, Chicago, Nashville, and Dallas. From the Central, and the wild card would be Minnesota and Colorado. We are also 4 points, tied with 3 other teams out of the wild card. So despite all the winning we've done lately, we have not risen much in the standings. Over in the Eastern Conference, Toronto and Buffalo tied in the Atlantic Division with Florida at 74 points. Washington, Philadelphia, and Pittsburgh would be in the playoffs in the Metropolitan. The wild card would come all from the Metropolitan Division, the Islanders and the Rangers. Ottawa is 1 point out, and the Canadiens have made a late push, and they are just a couple of points out of the wild card. So that's Edmonton Oilers Franchise, episode 55, as we continue this season and head towards the NHL playoffs. Hopefully our winning can continue, and somehow we will make it into the playoffs one way or another, whether we catch the wild card or the second or third place in our division. I believe catching the Sharks is probably out of the question at this point, but I think second or third is still reachable, and the wild card is still within reach. So just got to keep on winning and taking care of business here on Edmonton Oilers franchise on Mama's Basement.